what am I doing this morning? So basically, this is my first attempt, and I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to give it a shot. This is my first attempt at trying to create content for YouTube, right? We are going to rate the armor, okay? But not in a power kind of sense or utility kind of sense or skills or anything like that. We're going to rate them based on fashion and how they look. The rules I thought up of. One, it has to be a complete 5-piece set to rate. Two, we're only going to rate like the alpha version because that's what you're going to have for layering, right? Actually, let's go into 10. Next, we have to look at both the male and the female versions. It has to be a kind of a combined score for both of them. Finally, we overall look at the pieces individually to see how useful the armor is for making fashion sets. With that in mind, let's try to get things started. We're going to start with Hope Alpha. Okay, so we're starting with our starting armor, and I'm going to be honest with you. When it came out and this was our starting armor, I was in love with it. I still am. I like this armor. I honestly wish that in lower rank, you're allowed to just keep this as a layered armor. Looks good as a starter armor, but wouldn't work well in endgame. I would rock it in endgame. I've done it before. I think I do like the male version better, although, no, you know what? It's split. Because I like the female jacket. I like the headpiece, this part right here, where it's around her neck. I like this. And then the pieces are good. Like I said, the hood from the male, the goggles around. Is that supposed to be goggles or is that supposed to be a mask? I'm not 100% sure now. The jacket again is good for fashion. It's just a good set all around. You know what? I'll give it an 8. And by the way, these ratings, numbers don't matter. Numbers don't matter. All right. Leather. Classic, right? It's good. Female version. I guess it's okay to give you like the shorts option and sleeveless. Numbers do matter. This is the one objective rating. Objective rating. This is okay. These are okay. I mean, and the individual pieces can really work on their own. Especially like the goggles being on the head. I do like that. I've used that before. You know, waist is good for minimal. You know, for minimal looks. Another solid 8, right? I think this is a solid 8. Okay, chainmail. Between chainmail and leather, I've always liked the leather better. I've always had a problem with the waist part of this. Was it the pants? Yeah, it's the pants. And I know it's supposed to be heavier armor, but I could do without those leather parts. The helmet and pants look kind of too heavy. Yeah, well, I mean, but it is chainmail, right? And then I think the female version has a lighter helmet, but it still has the same pants thing, but again, with a shorts option. And then you have the sleeveless shirt, the sleeveless chainmail, which, again, you know, I know they're trying to give us options as far as like shorts and pants, but if you're going to be wearing chainmail, why are you leaving out, like, and this is the problem again, you know, the most people complain about, like, why are you leaving out parts of your armor? I mean, it's decent, but I think this gets dropped down to a 7, right? Okay. Bone. This is, again, a classic look. This has been around for a while now. What would you call this? Tribal-ish, right? I do like the helmet on this one, where you can actually see the face and the eyes especially. But yeah, this is a pretty classic look. It's not a very good looking armor. It's, I mean, we'll get to that in a little bit. So this one is even skimpier, right? And you have the helmet covering the face if you wanted that. I could see this for wasteland looks, stripper armor. Oh my god. Yeah, nothing much more to say. Wasteland type of fashion. I give it a 5. Yeah, I give it a 5. Alloy. Oh, heavy armor. I think it's a pretty decent looking metal armor. Bucket helmet plus 1 point. I like the helmet. It reminds me of old RPGs. This is the most default heavy looking armor. Right. It is. And it's good. It's good. I like it. And then here we have I guess it's just giving more options, but again, why does the female lose armor bits? I can see a lot of pieces of this armor being used for fashion, for heavy looks, right? I'll give this one a 7. A mix between like chain. I mean, you could even call this scale, right? Scale. Great for realistic looking sets. Exactly. So it gets a 7. All right. Skipping these because they're not complete sets. We're going to vespoid. I will admit, I've always hated bugs. This is a little bit better, I guess. It's an armor set, right? It's not as ugly. Right. It's a little bit better. I mean, I could see pieces being used for specific cosplays. Let's call it that. It's not for me. I'll give it a. The chest plates and gloves are generally decent. Yeah, I think this helmet is okay. This one, not so much. Well, I don't mind this chest plate and the shoulder pad on this one. On this, for me, yeah, the waist is really the problem I have. Actually, even the legs are okay. You know what? Overall, no, I'll give this a 6. I was going to drop it to a 5, but I'll give it a 6. All right. Next armor. Kut Ku. You know, I never looked at this before. This is not bad. It looks more like dragon-style armor than anything else. And kind of like an ancient Asian, a bit samurai, Mongolian maybe even, you know? I think. Especially because of the helmet. I can see that. The waist. Yeah, this is great. Oh, I don't like the female version. I guess this could be considered the lighter version, like a mounted. Yeah, actually, okay, I can see that. Like, this could be like the foot soldier heavy, right? And then this could be like the mounted, faster version. Although, yeah, the helmet's ugly. This, as a mounted version, would rock. I think this would rock as a mounted. Yes, exactly. Heavy versus light cavalry. But I would think that you would want to, like, have your legs protected like this when you're riding. Yeah, these boots, I don't know if I care for. We're judging the individual pieces, but as far as like the female version really is not as good. I think this drops it down to about a 7. No, maybe 6 because of this. Yeah. Oh well. All right, Chatacabra. I like it. If this is a 6, then Vespoid's got to be a 5. Do we retroactive? Yeah. Okay. You're right. I did score Vespoid a 6, didn't I? No. Okay. Retroactively, we scored a 5. We scored Vespoid a 5. All right. Chatacabra, male. I like the respirator, breather, but the overall look is okay. I don't understand the pants. I do remember having to fold up the pants like that if it's loose when you're riding like a bicycle or any kind of motorized like two-wheeler that has a chain. This one's got the caravan trader look. I like the respirator helmet, but the rest of it is lower for me. And then the female version. See, for some reason, okay, hear me out. I think the female version is cuter. I would like it if it made sense thematically, but it doesn't for Chata armor. Maybe. I don't know. I could see the pieces of it, like the knees, like the knees. But the helmet is also ugly. I like that helmet. I think it's cute. And, okay, here's a funny thing about this armor. This chest armor actually slims the model's waist. But overall, I've seen a few pieces of this look. It's okay. I think a 6. Yeah. Oh no, because on the whole, by itself, it doesn't really stand out, right? The female version, I think, stands out more, but yeah. All right, Quematrice. That's so good. That's so good. Wow. One of the best low ranks? Hell yeah. Dude, that's amazing. Conquistador armor? Yes, very much so. There's not much more to be said, but this can be, oh my goodness, this is so good. Female. I think I remember this. Yes, even this is good. Oh my god. The helmet reminds me of Millennia. The pieces look good. You got armor on bits on some of them. This one looks like covered armor. Is it a 10? Oh my. Yeah, I mean both of them look so good. And the pieces can interact, I mean can mix and match with anything. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Both, I mean that was my criteria. Both male and female versions look great. Pieces can be used in other fashions, each very different. Yeah. And nothing, and and no one piece stands out and goes, "Oh, I don't like that one piece." No. All the pieces look good. All the pieces look great. Yeah. We have our first 10. We have our first 10. All right. Very good. Lala Barina. We have Bloodborne on PC. Nothing more needs to be said about this set. My god. The detail on this. This set is amazing. Unfortunately, you don't hate this one? I don't like the helmet. The headpiece. I don't like that at all. The rose skirt looks good. And so does the boots. I like the boots. I like the boots. I like the gloves. I like this part of the chest piece. I don't know. For some reason, something about the skirt bugs me. And I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think this gets dropped to a 7. But just on the strength of this alone, it's up there. But the helmet and the skirt, because I think to me what this looks like, what people would sleep in. Unfortunate, because this is one of the most amazing. This would be a 10 on its own. This would be a 10 on its own. All right, Conga. Okay, this I could Mad Max, kind of the biker set. Yeah. Yeah, I can see this someone right in a Mad Max movie, desert apocalypse. Helmet's good. Helmet's decent, yeah. Helmet's like a raider, I could see that. Female version? Huh. I'm good with this. Badlands type of look. Road Warrior. Both versions are for that Mad Max look. Yeah, exactly. This is a solid 8. This is a solid 8. Both of them are. And yeah, mix and matching the pieces. You got some good leather on there. Spiky bits. Yeah. That's pretty good. Rompopolo. I like this armor. Plague Doctor. What is the stuff around the neck, though? From the going on the neck down to the arms. What is that supposed to be? Oh, it comes back around under the arms. And is it like some sort of air filter? No, it doesn't connect back to the mask. Air sac. This one's so weird. It gets back around to being decent. Yeah, it is. It's weird. And I do like all the little details, like this stuff here. I love this. The tubes here look great. Oh, look at these vials. That's kind of cool. And then the female version. At first, I hated this helmet, but now I'm realizing if this is Plague Doctor, this is Plague Nurse. You like the other parts? Yeah. I give it a 7. I give it a 7. And I can see other parts being used, especially like the waist part on this, having all these tools. That's kind of cool. And the boots. Gypceros. I never understood the helmet on this. This is a little too bulky. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what they were going for. You hate how this looks when you move it? Yeah. Overall, I don't like the looks of it. Although, I have seen the helmet used for, what is that one, Metroidvania that's kind of a Souls-like? Blasphemy. I've seen the helmet used for a Blasphemy cosplay, which I thought was pretty cool. This, I understand even less. Looks like American football armor. This armor here, it looks like it's balloons or something. It looks like it's more puffed up than the Rompopolo armor. Our lowest so far is the vespoid, right? Which is a 5. This has got to be a 5 as well. I'm sorry. Nerscylla. Whoa. This is kind of like anime power suit kind of set. Yeah, exactly. Mecha. And you know what? The female armor looks just as good. Wow. It's just Frieza? To me, that's amazing. I love it. An 8. This is definitely... No, maybe even a 9. Maybe even a 9. It does look good. It looks great. I think this gets a 9. Only because it looks a little out of place in Monster Hunter. Alright, Balahara. Not nearly as good as Quematrice? Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to say I love this set. You can mix and match these pieces with other heavy armor. Oh, I like it. Even the female version looks freaking great. I think we have another 10 here. They both look great. All the pieces can mix and match with other sets. You know, I like the fact that you can go like full face helmet, or you can like show part, you know, have a partial helmet. I like that. I like the versatility in this. Hirabami. I like this look. Ancient Japanese, right? I've always hated when the armor piece changed your character's hair, but I get it for this because they were going for a specific look. They're using this for a Sephiroth cosplay. Female version. I don't like the hat. The hat looks like the female Lala Barina hat. I think the rest of it looks good. I'll give it a 7. Rathian. Here's Dark Souls. This is Dark Souls, except for the Rathian parts. I think the dragon scales make it look unique, you know? It's not terrible. This would have been an ugly armor in Dark Souls. We'll dial it back even farther. This is Demon Souls armor. Female version. I've never understood the skirts on the Rathian armor. I mean, it's one thing to make it armor, but it looks stupid. Yeah. Ugly hat. Yeah, pretty much. I hate the hair on it. I think really only the helmet's useful. I think it's a 6. It's a 6. Might even be a 5. No, it's a 5. Alright, Ingot. Heavy armor. I like it. Heavy fantasy castle guard. Dude, I love it. Yeah, it looks like a royal guard. The helmet I like as well. Yeah, you know what? Top to bottom, I love it. Female version, pretty much the same. Except for the helmet. I wish it had a helmet though. But overall, I think it's good. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. Guardian Fulgur. Okay, this looks good. A Dark Souls set, yeah. But I had no idea that it looked like this. Oh, this is great. What the hell? The helmet's pretty good. Why is it always the heavy sets? Yeah. I think that drops it. This drops it down to a 7. How? How does it go from that to that? Doshaguma. Whoa. Yeah, so this is what I was going about. This is what I was talking about. The Mad Max look. So this is like your leader of the Mad Max. This is the guy sitting on the throne, driving the big truck. And this is his queen. This is a post-apocalyptic guy who found a football helmet and refashioned it. Pretty much. I don't have a problem with any of it. It's very post-apocalyptic. Are both Mad Mag gang bosses? Exactly. You know what? Solid 8. I'll give this a solid 8. They went for it. They got it. Is Guardian Doshaguma different? Oh, it's just different color. Alright, we'll give it the same. Ajarakan. Whoa. I forgot about this armor. I think I see what they were going for. This one walked right out of Chinese mythology. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know they went this hard on the detailing. Look at the face. Holy crap, dude. You like it? Yeah, this is like somebody's final fighting form or something. I don't know if you can mix and match it with anything else, but goddamn. Something from Sun Wukong Legend probably look like this? Probably. The female version, I mean, it looks decent, but it's just, it doesn't give you the same oomph as this. Like, I would probably score this a 9. Is it the helmet, though? I'm okay with the I mean, the helmet is not as good as the male, but it does. I don't hate it. I don't like the ring part of the chest piece. I don't like that part. This was a 9. If this was a 9, this is gonna probably drop it down to 8. Yeah, I'm thinking an 8 altogether. Yeah, like instead of the neck piece, if this was like parts of the shoulder or something like that, and it didn't connect around back, like if it flared out from the shoulder or something like that, I think that would have looked amazing. Guardian Ebony. Okay. This is kind of like a wolf ninja, super edgy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's okay. And then the female. I might like the female version better. It's more sleek, right? This one, I think, with what they're going for, might be a little too bulky. This one, I think, looks way better. And I'm okay with the hair on this because they're going for a specific look. Overall, I'll give it an 8. Overall, I'll give it an 8. Zuwu. Ooh. I didn't know they went like this. I never looked at this before. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of got that Desert Raider, Prince of Persia. Wow. Dude, this goes... Dude, I like this a lot. The daggers on the side, the scarf, the turban, the mat. Oh my god, this is amazing. Female, come on. I don't hate it. And the hood is amazing. Oh my god. Desert Assassin? Yeah. This is a Desert Assassin. Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia. Yeah. Yeah, although she, like I said, she could use a little more pants. Maybe a 9. It's close to a 10. It's close to a 10, but like, just give her, please, give her, hold on. See? So, if these pants, so imagine this, not these exact pants, but if these pants were more form-fitting, right? Then I would give this a complete 10. Like, that, you know, except with none of the purple. See? To me, this works a little bit better. Like, if they just gave her a little bit more fabric going up. Little bit more fabric, I think it would be a 10. The waist, yes, the waist armor is amazing. Everything else about this is amazing. I just want a little more fabric on the legs. So, I'll hold with a 9. Ratholos. I think this is going to have the same Ooh, this is the classic look. I like it. I like it. I like the classic look. Oh, this is different. Ooh. And the option of having an open helmet? It's actually cool. I like it. And a little bit lighter look, right? Female version. Yeah, the female. Yeah, that's why the female version I like a lot better. Especially like if you put these legs. Oh my god. There you go. I'll give this a 9. I'm giving this one a 9. Guardian Ratholos. This is going to look the same, right? As, yeah. I don't know about the extra colors, though. I honestly think that the extra colors drop it. It's, yeah. I think this drops it to an 8. I don't like the extra colors. Gravios. Ooh. Bulky as hell armor. I'm not gonna lie, the way it looks, it makes it look like it's made out of rocks, but I mean, that's what Gravios is. This is the only bulky set you like in the game? It's decent. I would give this an 8 out of the bat. Female. Oh, okay. That's not bad. A lighter version. I don't hate the helmet. Overall, it's an 8. Good job. And you can mix and, yeah. Mix and match the pieces. Making some really heavy armor. Yeah. Blango. What is Blango? It's not as good as the Ajarakan. Okay, I don't like the tail. Female version is better. Except the pants. You know what? I think it drops to a 6. I think it drops to a 6. And it's only held up from this chest piece, the female chest piece, and the female headpiece. Commission. I think this is a classic Monster Hunter look. Oh, what's with the clipping, man? I've always liked this look. Pretty much almost the same thing. Yeah. Different style cape. Armor looks good. 9. Not much more to say. 9 because of clipping. Yeah. Death Stench makes a comeback. The Edgelord is back. The Necromancer. Looks good, but it looks out of place. Looks like WoW armor. Yeah, it... Initially, I was like, what the hell is this? But I see what they're going for. It looks like a cultist. Either cultist or like female sorceress or something. We'll give it an overall 8. It's a little edgy, plus I don't know if it really fits in Monster Hunter. Butterfly. I've always hated this freaking set. I've never understood this set. And the thing is, somebody worked hard on this. It's just not for me. Again, not for me. Is this our first 4? This has got to be a 4, right? Our lowest score yet. Because I think Vespoid looks better than this. King Beetle. You know what this reminds me of? Anybody remember Insecticons from Transformers? I don't like it. This one looks a little bit better. If the Nerscylla is like the mecha armor, power armor of this is like the bad guy armor. This is the bad guy henchman armor. 4. It's a 4. High metal. Heavy armor. I didn't know I had a backpack. That's kind of cool. I'm okay. This is, I mean, it's okay. The helmet's unique. I like it. Yeah, the thigh parts, I don't care about it. The female looks better up top, but again, it has that thighs look. And I like the helmet on this. You could definitely mix and match this with other pieces of heavy armor. So, 7. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. Overall. Battle. I like the chest piece. The headpiece, not a fan. I'm not a fan of the waist. This one's okay. Female version. What the hell? How are these so different? I don't know. I don't know what they were going for. And what are these? Are these bullets? Although the waistband, I think, looks good for belt or something, and with throwing knives. I could see that. Yeah, it's a 7. The chest, yeah. The chest piece, I don't understand. I kind of have a Witcher cosplay, not Witcher-y, Witcher-esque cosplay going using the chest piece. Melahoa? Is Melahoa a flower? Robin Hood? Robin Hood, Peter Pan, I guess. And then this is Tinkerbell? Not a fan. 6. Artian. Anybody remember Bubblegum Crisis? This is what it's giving me, this Bubblegum Crisis vibe. Love that anime? So did I. Artian's still like sci-fi mech? It is. It doesn't fit. But I do like it though. I like the female version a lot better. I don't like the male. I don't know why the male has these like heel things. It just looks weird. Rob Liefeld looking feet? Yes! That's the problem I have with this. I would have given this a 9. But I'm going to drop it a point again because it doesn't fit Monster Hunter. Dober. This is just like the bone armor. Helm carries it. Yeah, I think the helmet's better. It's got more of a witch doctor kind of thing. Bone, but better. Yeah. And then the female. Oh, the female got tattoos or something. Are those tattoos or scars? Oh my god. Does the male version have any of that? Oh, they do. Okay. It looks okay. I think I see what they're going for. You know, tribal. Theoretically, either post-apocalyptic or like prehistoric even. You know? Go either way. Yeah, I think the tattoos and the scarring makes it way better. I'll give it an 8. It's better because I think the regular bone, I think we gave a 7. Damascus. Oh, this is classic armor. Edgy knight, dark knight. I actually like the helmet. Not a fan of the bulky waist. It's not as bulky as some of the other heavy armors. Okay, you know what? If this had that, holy crap. There you go. You like the female version? I like the female version, except this waist, the skirt. I don't like the skirt. Yeah, why do they lose fabric for the female? Why do they stop the fabric short of going all the way up? I like it. I'm giving this is a solid 9. Solid 9 for me. Because you can mix and match the pieces with other heavies. You know, get a dark look. Dahaad. Ooh. That's also a Dark Lord kind of looking. This is, what's his name from Lord of the Rings? Sauron. And these pieces are good individually. Helmet could have been better. Oh, I like the helmet. And the female version. Dude, female version is She-Ra. Dude, this entire set is a 10. This entire set is a 10 for me. Because you got She-Ra on one hand, and you got Sauron on the other. I like the female. I love the female version. Yeah, it looks like you can mix and match these pieces really well. Uth Duna. Huh. I wasn't sure what I was expecting with this one. You're so weird. You like the Aztec vibes? Yeah. Dahaad gives you Sophitia from Soul Calibur vibes. Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't know what they were going for. Mostly the helmet and waist make it, though. Yeah. The other pieces I'm not, like, sure about. Female oh my goodness. This looks like a Vegas showgirl. Mardi Gras? Yeah, this is Mardi Gras. It's like an Aztec look, but doesn't take it far enough. Yeah. No, I think this is more of a 6 for me. I mean, I don't get it. And this is like a Mardi Gras party. Especially this. What can you do with this? As far as like layering and... Rey Dau. You hate the Rey Dau? I've never had a problem with it. Because it's kind of good, but so ugly. Kind of good, but so ugly. So I will say this. I prefer the dual horns. And I do prefer the male armor overall. Because I don't like this here. I don't like this neckline. Maybe because I'm a little biased because of Loki. I think most of the other pieces, I like the female version better. The gloves, the waist, and the pants, I think I prefer the female. But the head and the chest, I prefer the male, like that, see? But overall, I think maybe a 7. Yeah. Alright, new Udra. Whoa, super edgelord. Nuru's the game edgy, you love it for that? Yeah. And super tentacles. The female version's actually not bad. Probably more of a 9, to be honest with you. Because they both look great. I could see I could see mix and matching for really like dark looks. Gore. This is the Nerscylla boss. if Nerscylla is the good guy power armor of the game, this is the villain's power armor. This is the bad guy. Yeah. Very anime Dark Lord. And the female version looks like a female villain. Female Dark Lord. You can hear the bad guy say, "You think you can defeat me?" Yeah. Overall a 9. It's a counterpart to Nerscylla. Arkveld. You know what this is giving me vibes of? Is Frozen Throne. Arthas. Lich King. Exactly. Frozen Tundra. And he's got chains around his gloves. Come on. And then what happened to the female armor? Okay, if this is supposed to protect against the cold, which is what the vibe that I got, then what the hell is this? My midsection needs no protection because it's just that good, right? And the helmet is ugly too. Every time it's female armor with furs and heavy pieces and so much skin. Yeah, I think this drops the overall to a 7. Because I can see the pieces being used for other things. And then Guardian Arkveld is just a purple version of it, right? Wait, is it just a purple version? No, it's different. The shoulder pads are definitely different. And the helmet is actually a bit different as well. And no chains. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one at all. The female... Okay, this one's technically better than that. Because the helmet's better. You got some, like, tattoos or something on the female. Yeah, this one got better. What the hell? It's still a 7. It's still a 7. But the female version got better. The male version got worse. Guild Ace. This is Olivia's look. Dude, this looks amazing. This is just good. Yeah. Yeah, and I can see this matching with all kinds of different armors. Yeah, this one's a 10. This one is definitely a 10. Guild Cross. Anybody think that the neckline is a little too long? I don't hate it. I just think it looks a little long, but yeah, but everything else I'm okay with. Well, not a fan of the boots. The only issue for you to look is a bit too ceremonial. This is standing near. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is definitely ceremonial. I'll give this one an 8. I'd give this one an 8. The waist piece looks really nice for some sets. Yeah, I can see this being used in layered armors. Clerk. Yeah, these are good. For just like casual fits, this is not bad. Postman armor. No, this is casual. This is for when you're just on, just going around the base or the hub or something. You're not going for a hunt, meeting some friends. This is good. I like it. And then this one's even better, dude. This chest piece is so good as far as like pairing it for like a lot of other fashions. I think overall this is a 9. This is a 9 for me, just because sometimes you want to have a casual look, right? Mizusuni. Not a fan of the headpiece. Everything else is okay. Is this supposed to be a hood? I guess it is. I like the armor sets. I just don't like the headpieces. Yeah. I don't care for the headpieces. I think this is probably gonna drop it down to an 8. Yeah. Numinous. Oh god, this is so edgy. This is the most edgy set. Yeah. And for some reason, I don't care for these looks, to be honest with you. I think we discussed this before, right? I don't care for these arms at all. Right? I don't care for these arms. And I kind of wish instead of arms, these tentacles wrapped around, draped over you instead when your weapon is sheathed. And then when your weapon's out, the tentacles then come out on your back, right? Yeah, like the Rompopolo armor. Like the tentacles could be draped over you. I think that would have looked way better. I like this skirt better than the female version, I think. Because the female version just has that. Yeah, this is the only piece that I like out of here. Good edgy hat, though. I don't like the hat. Fun fact, the gloves of this are one of the 2 only sets that change your clutch claw and have... So this one will change your clutch claw wire to white. The Blossom Tide will change it to purple. Honestly, I would give this, a 6. Because I just don't vibe with it. Rey Dau. I think there's nothing more that needs to be said about this. I've already said my piece. So it's the same thing, except different coloring. This is Rey Dau Gamma. I do like the blue a little bit better, but I think the score remains the same. Yeah, it's the same. Sakura Tide. This is amazing. The jacket alone, the chest piece, and this one here. So this is the one I was telling you about, the Sakura type. This turns your clutch claw wire purple, and if you have slinger ammo, your whole arm turns has a purple flame around it. It is amazing. Demon Slayer armor. Yes. One of my favorite cosplays right now is having this with the rose colored glasses. And then the female version, again, not bad. I don't like the extra hair at the end. I don't like the extra hair. The Odo mask has the same vibe, but better. That's true. That's true. I think this chest piece is just better because of the draped over jacket. Overall, I think it's a 9. This is a 9. Blossom. I think this is a holdover from older Monster Hunters as well. I am definitely not a fan. Another 4. Guild Knight. Very ceremonial. Red Mage. Yeah, Red Mage. This is okay, but Quematrice is almost always better. Exactly. Because we got Quematrice, so... But on its own, I would give this an 8. And there you have it, folks. We are done. We have finished my first content attempt on stream. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for doing that with me. All right, let's do this.